having the opportunity to provide a public art piece to this community in particular, but any community really, it's to give you wonder and it's to give you hope and wonder who made this and can I make something like that?
Our biggest hope is that the community takes it on their own, like it becomes part of, it's theirs ultimately.
This is the 5-foot sphere for pods. It's the interior armature. Basically, this is the place where we put all the big ugly welds. This is the structural bit that's going to hold all the leaves.
I was at a meet and greet at South by Southwest about 4 years ago or so, and the coordinator for Art in Public Places was encouraging a lot of us to submit an application for this project. And so I thought to myself, who would I want on my team? And Travis is a phenomenal welder, and my friend Foster as well. So we submitted our portfolio and got accepted, and then the rest is history. I'm going to show you quickly what the program looks like as it runs. I'm doing like a slalom path as we go up. So it's the most efficient cut. After we received the acceptance, we ended up brainstorming right away. This was for the neighborhood center, which services women, infants, and children's needs. So we wanted to have something that was familial, something that was creative and engaged the community visually, but also something that was strong, long-lasting, most likely steel or stainless steel. And we're off. So that's what a finished leaf would look like. It's got that real nice brushed finish to it and ready to go into our 20-ton press. We went through probably at least a dozen iterations, of which maybe only 3 or 4 actually made it to the final drawing board to the Arts Commission. And then they were the ones who decided the final design.
And we were delighted because we really liked the pods from a design standpoint. I mean, it was probably in the neighborhood, honestly, of 10 times the labor of some of the other things that we had proposed. So we're just going to make X's where the pods are, where they're going to be drilling the piers today, and they're going to get to drilling.
It was a 3-year process, pretty much from start to finish, and our first year and a half or so was probably spent in the design phase.
That was all design.
And then we had another few months of material acquisition, or at least planning for that and getting the budget in order. We spent maybe 6 months on fabrication and installation. It's been another 6 months or so since we've installed, and then there's just the button-up process.
So we'll get all 3 trunks in first, and then we'll move in and we'll do each pod.
There's the conservation review, all of our products and product description lists, making sure all the I's are dots, T's are crossed, and then our final opening too.
I feel like, actually, you know what? This is where that sledgehammer. Ho-ho! We're on, go ahead and drop it.
We had intended to not fabricate or install during the heat of the year, which is, June through August, essentially. And that's exactly when we fabricated and installed.
So the trunks are in, and we're gonna drop the pods down on the top, and I'll kind of get them situated and bolted up there. It changes the day a little bit. Could you imagine doing this project if we all didn't have a sense of humor?
I can't.
I couldn't do it.
I really can't imagine. Because that was our golden ticket throughout it.
That was our greatest fear.
I think there was some part where it felt sacrificial, but it was also in service to a much larger vision and a much larger cause.
More. All right.
So I think that was in the back of my head throughout the process, is like, no matter how much I was sweating or how much filament I had on me, how many thousands of leaves were stacked up, it became a meditative process,
Yeah. We've got a little more to do. This has been about 2.5 years in the making, but the main part, the important bits, are up and good. Feels really good to have that done. Just a ton of planning, and not easy. This has been a trip. You know?
Lots of learned lessons,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Figured them out, got it done.
and I think I don't know. I don't want to speak for you guys, but I'm pretty blown away with what we've got so far here. So it feels good.
All right.
Yeah.
Very proud.
Good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I think we were lucky to have our first public art piece be in the city of Austin. A, because it's Austin. It's a great city to have it in. And because of the program we have here too.
I feel incredibly blessed and privileged, specifically to be working with Austin, which is like one of the coolest cities in the world, worldwide. I mean, what more could you ask for?